observe a minute silence in honor of somebody who should have been here today. He's our brother, who was a member of Labour Party. He purchased nomination form and he was supposed to present himself today. But unfortunately, death kept calling and he's not here today. That's it. Let me welcome all of you to this epoch-making event where we will select one out of the, I believe, 16 aspirants here as a candidate. It is important for me to state that at the end of the day, one person must emerge. And I would like to advise all the aspirants that when you come into a contest, you must always prepare your mind, even as you work very hard, that it is either you win or you lose. It's always better to lose gallantly than to win fraudulently.
Former senator, and among all the aspirants, I am the highest investment in Imo State. I'm creating lots and lots of jobs, and I intend to create a lot more as your governor. So I'm a people-oriented person, and then everybody will be here, I'm sure. So I'm urging you to ask these my brothers to step down for me so that I can lead Imo State. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now next on the roll is Dr. Sam Amani. Dr. please, let me give a round of applause.
Thank you very much. I think it's by design that close to the man with the biggest investment in the state, because he needs the best brain and character to manage his wealth. So rest assured, a state is not managed by those who invest. A state is managed by those who understand how to create an environment that enables wealth to grow. I am a lawyer, I am a public administrator trained, a policy expert. I have experience in the private sector. I ran NEC and I ran it as the best public agency in 2013 to 2015. I'm a man of integrity, tested, I've managed and I've advised at several areas. So I want to urge the delegates to choose a man who will manage resources with prudence, who will be honest, who will be committed, and will to destroy the criminal structure that has destroyed this state. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for challenging people. And at the same time, what is their grand vision for the new Igbo? Next is
I'm educated the work of a lawyer. I want to be a next governor of this state. What I intend to do is to industrialize Imo State. Every local government will have 3 industries in 4 years. A total of 800 industries. I shall unlock the tourism potential of this state. And above all, I will manage the security of this state effectively well. So I'm pushing my delegates to support me. I've been tested, I've been tried, and it's proven that I'm good. Okay? Support me, give me a vote. God bless you all. Thank you so very much.
Don't forget it's 2 minutes.
Imo State is our state is at a critical juncture. We need a combination. The wealth of Dr. Sam Amadi, both is what I have to rule this thing. I have the wealth, I have the super brain. Because where we are today, 60% of you from Owerri cannot go back to their homes tonight. 40% of you from Okiwe cannot go back home tonight or tomorrow. Something has to happen urgently. In exactly 2 years or so, thereabout today, when our new governor goes to Abuja, we may come back empty-handed. One that knows how to create wealth, build a new economy, create opportunities for our people, create opportunities for young people, put our people back to work, and restore the confidence we have in ourselves as a people who are bringing to the table. God bless you.
Thank you very much. On the list is the only lady amongst them. Come to them. Let me give a round of applause, please.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ndidi Anike Lukoma Esquire. Today I stand before you as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter of IMO. I lived here, I schooled here, I practice here, and I've been practicing for almost 20 years. And I've come to understand that good governance is simply all about systems and structures. Just like the plane in the air is put on autopilot because it's beautiful. I'm not here to promise you new industries because we already have industries that were built by Desam Mbakwe, raising pains in MPC, Adapan in Ohaji, even modern poultry in Afutu, Otamiri and Okiwe water schemes. And we can make us an agri-hub. Right there in Uguta is an island sitting on 20,000 hectares of land and surrounded by the Uguta Lake, which channels into the Atlantic Ocean. If properly, island can be the agri-hub and can feed the entire southeast. I'm talking about Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia. And that lake that is channeled into the Atlantic Ocean, we can generate our own electricity. We may not need the federal. The states have been given the power to generate their electricity. This is the age of technology. Even the insecurity problems that are fueled by poverty can be solved by artificial intelligence, and we can stand out as the belle of the East. Distinguished delegates, I plead with you, let us make this work. My vision is to reposition IMO and bring it back from where it is to where it used to be as the premier state in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm taking to love this. All right. IMO will partner. Now, the next person is Honorable Ibe. Please come to the podium. Can we give him a round of applause, please?
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ibe. Please, exactly 3 years and 3 months today, we've been living in pains. We've been living in hardship. We've been living in squalor. We've been living in trauma. We've been living in regrets. But in exactly 9 months today, that will all change. What is important is not what aspirants are going to promise. Because I know we have all had all kinds of promises in Imo State for many years. But what is important is that the 305 of you sitting here this night, you have a huge responsibility. You have the ultimate decision to make here this night. And your decision will determine whether from January, if Imo State indeed will come out from bondage or not. If you make the wrong decision, we will continue to live with the circumstances of your decision. If you make, we will begin to breathe fresh air from January next year. So you have the moral burden. The moral burden is not mine, it's yours. And I hope you exercise it well. If, as I believe you exercise that burden and nominate Ibe as your candidate, Ibe will harness all the brains in Imo State and beyond to make sure more perfect state that we all will be happy and proud in. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Captain Mbamana, can you please number first, please?
Your Excellency, distinguished members of the High Table, I am Captain Dr. Chukwuemeka Otumba Dikanaja Kamo Mbamana. I do not know what my people did to my grandmother. And when she was going, she named me Otumba the Kahajakabumweha. Today, that name is true to the state. There was a time in education, the best in Jam, the most peaceful state, the cleanest state. It was a place where by Thursday, if you come to Owerri and you didn't book your hotel accommodation, you will not get any hotel room in IMO. Today, everything IMO is known with has been filtered away. IMO State today stands at the black leg of the southeast. Even our brothers in Abia that we used to struggle at that lower run. Distinguished delegates, what you make of today is what IMO will be like in the next 4 to 8 years. This is a very, very, very important assignment this night. And I beg you, remember our people, our youths that are being killed every day. No single factory, no single industry, no electricity, nothing. Imo State is land, occupies the deepest sea, the deepest Nigeria. Between Osebodo and Osogwa lies a river that is more than 20 meters deep. What is needed is just a little dredging, and Imo State will be connected to the high seas. And a seaport. But we don't have leadership. There is no security, and I beg you, for the sake of our children, for the sake of those that are being killed, for the sake of our education system that has collapsed, I retired from the army 22 years ago. Yes, I am the best person to give you security. Vote for me, support David Mbamara, and the IMO shall bounce back. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We need to move on now very fast. Thank you. His name is AIG Ogomo. Can you please speak?
My wonderful delegates, members of the high table, my name is High Chief Dr. Charles Omo. I'm a retired Assistant Inspector General of Police. My government, if you vote me as your delegate, is going to create a roadmap for a new, good governance structure for Imo State. This new governance structure, whereby the indigenes of Imo State will not clamor for security, will not clamor for education, will not clamor for health, will not clamor for road infrastructure, will not clamor for house infrastructure.
Can you please be quiet? He's speaking to you.
So we beg of you, this government will provide you with basic security that is intelligence-led. The issue whereby an offense is committed here and the whole circumference of Owerri is arrested and taken to nowhere will be put a stop. Intelligence and security will be intelligence-led. It will be proactive. We are going to deploy technology. We are going to create community-based security to provide security to your rural area, to your farmlands, and to your doorsteps. It is a new dawn. With investment, we are going to provide for you. Industry, we are going to provide for you. Vote AIG Dr. Charles Omo. It is a new dawn.
Thank you, Lincoln Jack of the railway. Now, let me sound a note of concern, a lot of alarm. If you make noise when people are speaking, I will extend their own time. To not be quiet and listen and internalize what they're saying. By the way, what we're saying to this individual, I have an understanding of what the challenge is in IMO, and they have an overarching vision for a new IMO that will see. Major General Lincoln,
Ndimo, Mama, I am Major General Lincoln Konyemere Jack Okunewe, retired. I served this nation as a military officer for 35 years. At various levels. I was a commander, I was a staff officer, I worked in intelligence, and also I was in the diplomatic services at the United Nations headquarters. If I want to ask a question, what is the greatest challenge facing Ndimo today? What is the greatest challenge? I am the best aspirant to handle insecurity in Imo State. I understand the national defense policy. I understand the national security policy. I understand the national security architecture. I've danced around it.
With me, insecurity will be a thing of the past. Secondly, we have a new norm in the election in Imo State that your votes no longer count. With me, I promise you that your vote will count. Your vote will count. You'll be protected. You'll be correct for what government and vote, and your vote will count. I have the contact, I have the reach, and I plead with you to elect me as the candidate to flag, to be a flag bearer for Imo State. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, next to me, thank you. Next to him is Dr. TJ. Give him a round of applause, please.
My name is Dr. Justice Iri. I greet you, members of the High Table. I have come to lead Imo State. I have worked to lead Imo State. I am an obedient. I belong to the new generation. I am about, if not the youngest among the contestants. The future belongs to people like me. That is why I have left everything I've been doing, both in Nigeria and abroad, to come and join in creating a new Nigeria. I am a pharmacist by profession. I had a distinction in pharmacy. I went to primary school. I was the best in primary. I was the best in secondary. I was a distinction pharmacist from Nsuka. I was the best in FMC. I want to come in here to build a beautiful Nigeria. But now, the biggest challenge we have in Imo State today is insecurity. I therefore call you all of you now change my class Imo State. I will be a youth. Because all of them come over there. We want to build a great party. I want you to vote for Lincoln Ogene. Let this man lead us and save our people and save our land to create a place to build the economy. Because all the big.
Wow. This is an endorsement against one of the candidates. All right. The next person to speak, and I guess the last, but not the least, is Dr. Chinedu Amadi. Please come in. Thank you. Welcome.
I'm Chinedu Amadi, which is good evening, everyone. I graduated with a first class in geology from Futo. I'm a PDF scholar, share scholar, and have my master's in geology at the University of Leeds. Imo State, today, we have had a plethora of problems facing it. I'm here to discuss the solution and why you should vote me as governor of Imo State. I will tackle the problem of Imo State on 4 points plus 1 agenda. The first will be security. The second will be economic revival. The third will be infrastructure expansion. And the fourth will be good governance. Because security has enveloped us, and we think that is the primary problem of Imo State. Of course it is. And we're going to deal with it on 3 levels. First, the security we are facing today is due to the agitation of the injustice meted on this state by the imposition of the incumbent governor. And so people are not happy. The first thing to solve that is to give governance the mandate of the people back to them, because they will be electing a governor of their will. So that legislation will be taken off. The second level of insecurity is caused by unemployment. Imo State today enjoys the worst unemployment rate in Nigeria, about 57%. This is above the average in Nigeria, which is sitting around 33%. What it means is that we have about 3 million youths without jobs or very much underemployed. So we have to deal with that by by creating industries, by creating agri zones, rebuilding our farms. Then the fourth one will be infrastructure expansion. We need to build roads, we need to build independent power plants for electricity because it's a terrible challenge in this country. We need to build strong education institutions and medical villages. And finally, we need to provide good governance. A government that is listening, a government that is empathic, a government that is for the people and gets to the grassroots, where everyone will be part of the government. I ask you to vote for me because I'm young, I'm vibrant, I have the thinking capacity, I'm analytical, and I'm the best man for the job. Thank you.
May the soul of Chief Humphrey Anwar and the souls of other faithfully departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Shall we sit
That's the winner of today's election. Yes.